What kind of counterstrike erases nearly 20% of a superpower's long-range strike capability overnight? The decision was not delayed. Washington ordered an operation designed not just to answer aggression, but to leave Beijing shocked at the speed and scale of what the United States could unleash. The sequence began with silence in the early hours of the morning. At 3:30 a.m., American electronic warfare planes swept across the edge of Chinese airspace, pumping out signals that blinded radar stations and jammed communications. Operators on the ground saw phantom targets on their screens, unable to differentiate friend from foe. That was the opening the Pentagon needed, and into that gap came the shadows of America's most secret weapons. Two B-2 Spirit stealth bombers, their wingspan stretching 172 feet, yet invisible to enemy radars, crossed the coastline at high altitude. Each carried the GBU-57, a massive bunker buster that could slam through hundreds of feet of reinforced concrete. The mission: destroy a missile complex sprawling across a site larger than 40 football fields. Below, the facility housed active launch vehicles, hardened silos, fuel depots, and a maze of command stations. For years, it had been considered untouchable. Now, it was the primary target. As the bombers reached their coordinates, both aircraft released their payloads in sequence. Seconds later, the first detonation shuddered underground, ripping through layers of steel and rock plating. The second followed, burrowing deep before snapping the spine of the missile silo's central hub. While the Earth still shook from those blasts, waves of Tomahawk cruise missiles arrived. 15 in total, launched from submarines and destroyers positioned across the region, came in low over the terrain. They struck fuel tanks, barracks, and communications towers with pinpoint accuracy. Each explosion ignited secondary blasts that cascaded across the compound in eerie succession, spreading fireballs through the night sky. Surveillance feeds recorded bunker doors blowing apart, radar domes crashing down, and entire sections of the complex reduced to flaming rubble. The fallout inside was devastating. Reports confirmed dozens of high-ranking officers were present at the complex, supervising tests and deployments. At least 3 generals perished in the onslaught, along with more than 300 troops stationed inside. Rescue crews clawed through twisted concrete, only to discover collapsed command posts and charred vehicles scattered around the perimeter. The missile base, once a symbol of striking power, ceased to function within minutes of the attack.